shoot, I said that you claim it. Instant Xbox, spin the block, his legs slide. Fast talker, no riddling, moonwalker, selling moon rock just to make dividends. You in traffic with family? That much making a portrait. Gun kick back, not grannies from porches. David on the scene, you know that it's scorching. What's a man with king? No response to the saying, advancing the line, advancing the payment. You front the game and shoot, I said that you claim it.
You already know the time, told my boys to hold the line. We gon' shoot it out in seconds, leave you posted like a vine. Bow your head down to the king, leave your roses at the shrine. We stay ready for the war, just need the king to drop the sign. Say what you running from, what you running from. I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? Say what you running from, what you running from. I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? This what you wanted. This what you wanted, huh?
Peace and blessings and welcome back to Xbox Frontline News with your boy, the King. This is Tuesday, and Tuesday brings you something incredible. Now, the news that we got is bad. Like, we got bad news, and we got even worse news. I think we got bad news as a society, to be honest with you. The moment we started giving out participation trophies and we started acting like everybody's feelings needed to be coddled, cuddled, and protected, we have went down a dangerous road. I am particularly upset with Activision and the Rainbow Team. With the thought process that teabagging got you to where you are. Like, teabagging, talking trash, those lobbies was toxic as. And the fact that we endured, we had a great time, leads to, I don't know what rabbit got the gun now. What soft-ass mustard heart got their feelings hurt after they couldn't run it up and they got stomped on and teabagged. Now they calling it Didion. I don't know, man. But this taking away and monitoring and reporting people because in a game, a function in the game, because you weren't good enough to kill that other person that you report them? What's next? Oh, you shouldn't shoot the other player? I don't care about somebody's feelings when I'm playing the game. I talk hella crap, bro. When we doing fighting games, I talk so much crap. And that's the way it is. Competition is key. Get your game up. It ain't a game issue, it's a skill issue. And you dudes is trying to make it seem like we got to protect the weak. No, if you're too weak to play, get the fuck off the game. Pause. Excuse me. I apologize. I'm just saying, I'm frustrated with Call of Duty even thinking about this. Like this oversight, this monitoring on something that I purchased. If I'm not breaking the code, hacking the game, or doing something that is outside the guidelines or whatever the game is intended to, the game is intended to humiliate, destroy, and conquer all. And by any means necessary, you do that. What is this softness? Yo, is this a byproduct of you being purchased by an Xbox? Yo, I'm not for this. This ain't it. I'm not even a Call of Duty head, but I know where this goes. This is a slippery slope. If people see the biggest game, the biggest multiplayer game, do this, oh, this gonna let them do it. Monkey see, monkey do. We are in a copycat industry. So if you decide to do this, man, I might have to throw that coin out. Where that coin at? I might have to throw this damn coin out. Yeah. Yeah. You see what coin this is? Yeah. You see what coin it is? I might have to throw this damn coin out. Y'all bugging, man. Oh, man. You hate to see this stuff happen, especially after they come out and they talk about how much money that they made on earning calls. And the biggest problems with these earning calls is you don't know what to believe. You don't know to believe if the shareholders are satisfied. You don't know if they met their metrics or their goals. But a lot of these cuts hit upper and middle management, where you hear Amy Hood say that they're going to reduce layers of management to have fewer managers. That means that you have AI in place where they can do managerial tasks and stuff like that. 6,000 people losing jobs. I did express early on that this would be probably one of the worst years that we have going forward as far as job loss goes. And par for the course, Microsoft introduces to you information that they're doing good, but yet and still 6,000 people are no longer employed. This comes from LinkedIn. This comes from a lot of their overseas managerial stuff. And this is crazy, talking about they need to be more dynamic and more agile in this economic climate. Sounds like you're not taking any losses, and any losses that are accrued will be on the people that actually work. I tell you, every time you hear earning call, right around the corner is firing. It seems like Rockstar's trolling the industry. Jason Schreier comes out and says that, Grand Theft Auto 6 might hit another delay. So that May 2026 thing may not be official. This is why I tell you, stick to your dates. Sometimes you can't be afraid of the big bad wolf, because what you run from, you inevitably encounter it. It is something that will seek you out. I say make the best product that you can make, right? And regardless to what, a good product, great product is always going to sell itself, no matter what adversity it faces. Grand Theft Auto 6 may not be the cup of tea for somebody else. Listen, I have a viewer, a watcher, an associate of the channel, and he could be a member. He doesn't like first-person shooters. Like, that's not his thing. And great first-person shooters have come up, and he just, skipped it. So if a game that's not a first-person shooter was ducking a very high anticipated first-person shooter, he would probably look at that game, right? But if it ducks it, then he doesn't get a chance to see the game. So again, everybody running from Grand Theft Auto 6, they didn't schedule their games for the end of this year thinking that it was coming out. And then you got the news that it's coming out in spring. One multiplayer game actively needed time to fix the game, shifted their game to spring, and now they are in the crosshairs of Grand Theft Auto 6, which might again miss. I told you, I believe that thing is going to be able to be launched on the new Xbox console, and the new Xbox console comes out next year. I'm sticking to my guns. I honestly believe that it's going to be in line with the new Xbox hardware that releases in 2026. Well, first and foremost, my regards go to Jez Corden. Get well soon, my friend, my brother. I'm going to hit you on Twitter. Right now, I guess I won't be seeing you in LA like I normally do around that time. Well, he said, since he had some surgery, he's been catching up on his, because he can't get around and stuff and move around. He's been on his handheld. And he said the Windows game bar, Xbox game bar for Windows, is pretty good now. That was probably my biggest problem with my ROG. Even though it has the Armory crate and all that other stuff, it's still a PC, right? And Windows hasn't been good for gaming, you know. But Xbox PC, the new strategy that Xbox has, they've put their best foot forward. And Jez can attest to that, him jumping back into it, he realized that they've picked up a lot of stuff. Now, he did say that there's some minor stuff with widgets and stuff like that. But knowing that Asus and Microsoft are teaming up to release that new handheld, and Xbox Game Bar is an essential piece of what Asus does when it comes to gaming. Well, this lends to the reason why that Xbox PC stuff that you've been seeing a lot is going to be a whole lot better. Now, I'm going to go upstairs. I'm going to, set up my ROG, check out my stuff. Because normally I play it in big screen mode on the TV. Take it off and play with it, handheld. I'm going to do it with Steam. Because for right now, for me, besides my Switch, besides this machine, my Steam Deck is my handheld go-to. So I do have my ROG. I do wish that it's a better interface. But if they improved a lot of stuff, then I need to check it out. So shout out to Jez, and I know under the circumstances that you got a chance to use it, but shout out to you for bringing this, to light. And I'm going to try it. I'm definitely going to try it. Okay, so Rise of Hydra, the game that has Captain America and the Black Panther in it, has been delayed. Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra launch update. We have an important update. Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra will now be launching in early 2026. Taking this additional time will allow us to add more polish, make sure we give you the best possible experience, and one that lives up to our vision. We have some exciting things in store, and we look forward to sharing this with you soon. Listen, next year is going to be a greater year for Marvel, and launching a game that is Marvel-based in the new coming year would do wonders for the game. I think after the Fantastic Four, whatever they have scheduled for the end of the year, going into Doomsday will make whatever project, that you have with Marvel sing. Even if it's middle tier, it's going to sell. ZeniMax, owned by Microsoft, has filed patents for games. Filed on May 6, 2025, Wolfenstein. May 6, 2025, Deathloop. Games, toys, and playthings, namely video games, consoles, controllers for game console, toys, jewelry, parties, etc., 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 etc. Quake. That is huge. That is huge. And Dishonored. Those are 4 games that Microsoft is probably actively, and you can bet the house on this, actively developing, producing, and going to get out the door. Publishing. I'm more excited. I want to know, out of those 4, what are you more excited for? Me personally, first-person shooters is my thing. All of those are wonderful first-person games. I'm going to have a great time with them. I mean, I think Dishonored is cool. Deathloop. Boy, I got to finish the first freaking Deathloop. My backlog is crazy. But Quake speaks to me more than anything. If I can get Quake out of that, good. Then I'll do Wolfenstein right after that, and then good. That's what I'm looking for. If I can get Quake first, please, Quake first. Quake first. After this Doom, after what I've seen with Doom, Please, Quake first. Quake. Okay, this is what you get. Effective immediately. Official player conduct notice. Teabagging or diddying is a bannable offense. In our continued effort to foster a respectful and inclusive gaming environment, we are updating our player conduct policy. None of this stuff is admissible. Repeated violations will be monitored and actioned on. Reports of behavior will be taken seriously. Don't test it. Play with respect. Stay sharp, stay respectful, stay in the game. Activision and Raven Software teams. If this joke, it better be a joke. Well, thanks for watching the video. Now, layoffs is inevitable, but I've told people the more and more AI that we get implemented into these larger corporations, the larger the firing batch is going to be. Now, I'll just touted Microsoft for opening hirings, and then you have these firings. We just talked about the fiscal period, right? What that looked like. Now we have firings. These things are hand in hand, part and parcel. You have good news, and then you inevitably have this bad news that follows right behind it. And I think that this is something that we need to monitor. This was the largest layoff at Microsoft since that 10,000 thing that they did. It's 6,000. And they just laid off some more people. This is closer to the 10,000 number. Okay? You have an all-time high in layoffs. We're going into the all-time high in console prices. We're also heading in to an all-time game price hike in games. So you have the most that we've ever paid for consoles and games. Getting these companies to the largest revenue that they've ever made. With doing this, they're having the largest mass firings that we've ever seen. And now we're entering in the policing, DRMing, and control of larger corporations over products that we purchase. We purchase these products to do with it as we choose. They are implementing oversights in these EULAs, putting language in to prevent you from going after them for stuff that they do against you. They're also putting out notices that if you conduct yourself in products that you've purchased to play in the parameters of how they have it set up, that prevents you from doing how you wilt, this is gaming handcuffs. We are now gaming with handcuffs. This is not the gaming that I grew up with. And these mustard hearts that are in control, these people that think they know better than us gamers, are risking killing the golden goose. We get game drops all the time. We get wonderful game drops, wonderful, like Sinking City dropped remastered today. Wonderful games that we see. And right now, it's looking like I'm seeing they expect more from us while giving less of themselves. Games are no longer on the cartridges or no longer on the disc. It's downloaded. The level of control and manipulation from these corporations are becoming astronomical. And I'm trying to figure out when is enough enough. When is it the moment where enough becomes absolutely enough? Because I remember when I got this new PC, I'm looking for the disk drive. There isn't any. There isn't any. So, and that's how far removed I was from PC gaming. So, seeing that, understanding that these handhelds that I pick up don't have a disk drive. Nintendo Switch is the only one that has a cartridge slot. And these consoles are increasingly being digital only. So games don't really come on the disc, and Nintendo's even got egregious with the key cards that's on the actual cartridge. This is a slippery slope where liberties are being removed. We are being policed actively in our homes and outside of our homes. Our phones are actively listening to us at all times. The one bastion, safe haven, video games is now being monetized, DRM, I said monetized, but I'm also being monitored while I'm being monetized. When is this over? Well, if you like anything that you saw here, you can do like I do. You can play Vermintide 2 that's inside Game Pass. It dropped today, so I'm going to throw that logo around Ninja Turtles because I definitely want to play Ninja Turtles. So I'm going to tell you, try to play the Game Pass.